So in this next video I'll show you how to set up the lighting and actually export this into Photoshop and Illustrator, and we'll do a make 2D here too, if just to show you how to get a line drawing out of a rendering or a model, and how to put that on top of a rendering if you want. So I have set up two rectangular lights. I usually use directional lights, but my lighting settings aren't working right now. I'm not sure what's different about it. But the whole properties menu is different. So these seem to be working now and look pretty good. So I'm using two rectangular lights. One is just casting a soft light on this side of the building, and then the other one is getting the glow from the inside of the building. And I think I mentioned this in the last video, but to set up the rendering properties, how I usually do it, I change the environment to white, and then make sure your physical camera is turned on for this, because the rectangular light is pretty strong. So that's under camera in your V-Ray options up here on the left, and then camera and physical camera, turn it on. So then go to that named view. I'm going to change this view to right here, and then I think I changed the exterior back to white just because I liked it a little bit better for rendering rather than the concrete. So I will render this real quick. I guess I haven't rendered it yet, so it will take a while, so let's just do a smaller version right now. Let's just do 640 by 480 so it doesn't take as long. The quality won't be that great, but you'll get the idea. So while that's going, I'll show you how to do the make 2D. So select everything that you want to be a line drawing that you can then place over the top of your rendering in Illustrator. So just type in make 2D, and then will come up this 2D drawing options menu. Make sure current view is checked, and tangent lines should be checked. Hidden lines don't have to be checked if you don't want. That means everything that is not going to, everything that's behind another surface will show if you have this checked. And I think I did have that checked whenever I made my 2D. And then it puts that on a different layer so you can tone down that line weight if you want to. And then if you have things on specific layers, say I put my joists on a specific layer that I was going to put a white line on compared to the black line of the outline of my building or something. That's why I would maintain the source layer. But for now, just click OK on that, and that it should take a little bit if you have a lot of lines. So go into that top view, and it'll show up here whenever you hit OK. So here's what the make 2D looks like. So the white lines are all the hidden lines, and then you can go into Illustrator and change all those to like a dashed, or turn down the opacity. So let's go ahead and export this. So just type in export, and I will save this to my desktop and save it as a DXF, not an AI, because the line quality will go down a lot, especially if you have like circles in your line drawings. Like we have some rounded edges, and those would be a lot cleaner if you go to an AutoCAD drawing. So the .dxf is what you want to do. So I'll just save that there and export that as 2004 polylines. Press OK. So now exported, and then we'll import that into Illustrator. So it looks like our rendering's done. You can see the rectangular light, but just for the sake of time, I'll go ahead and export this. Usually I would push that rectangular light back so you couldn't see it, but it's fine for this. So let's just save this as number 4 or something, and we'll open it up. Let's see, save that to the desktop. Number 4. Okay, so here's our image, and we'll create a new layer because we're going to put our line drawing on top of that. So we're going to go File, Place, actually File, Open. You can't place the line drawing that you haven't opened yet. So File, Open, and that was saved as 1, and this is the DXF here. Scale to fit artboard's fine for now. So now you have your black lines and then the white lines that you can't see, obviously. So just take all those, click and drag, copy, and then paste onto that new layer that you made over the top of your rendering. And then, so now comes just the scaling of the line drawing over the top of this rendering, and because of the terrible quality you can't really see the edges that well, but it'll do for now. So actually it looks like it inverted. The black lines are now the hidden lines, so we'll select one black line and then go to select same stroke color and create a new layer and place that all those black lines onto that layer. And so these are our hidden lines, and I'm going to go ahead and put like a 0.15 line weight on there with a 40% opacity. So now you can just see that it's kind of really dim in the background. And then we'll change our white lines to black. Give them a little bit of an opacity. 0.3. And then it's just a matter of lining it up perfectly with the edges there. So